Hey friends, in this video we're going to be talking about charts, what they are, and we're going to actually make our own chart. So a chart is, well, before I get into what a chart is, you're going to need a pencil, a piece of paper, your looking eyes, and your listening ears. So what is a chart? A chart is a type of picture that has words that tells us information in a clear and neat way. And so what we are going to do is we are going to make our own chart that is going to tell us information about what has happened in our big literature book, The Birthday Pact. And so if we remember what happened in the story, we know that Danny wanted a certain type of pet and his family members just kept giving him a different pet. And every pet that he got, he had his own problem with them. And so we're going to first start off and make a T chart. And here's how we make a T chart. We're just going to make one straight line going across. Bam. And then one line coming straight down. Oh, yeah. Alrighty. Boom. Now, on one side of the chart, we are going to put all of the pets that Danny had. So on this side, we're going to write the word pets. E makes the S sound. Okay. T. Okay. Pets. S. Okay. Cool. Great. Pets. And on the other side, we are going to write down the problems that he had, or some of the problems that he had with these pets. So we're going to write the word problem. Oh yeah, problem. Now, let's look at I have a question, and I'm trying to figure out if I remember correctly. Does any of my friends remember correctly? What animal was Danny given as a pet first? First. That means before any other animal. He was given a pet dog. He was given a pet dog. And so now let's look at the page where we see Danny and his pet dog. Let's make this super duper huge. Super duper big. Okay, so now we can read all of the words on it. So if we read page 9, we can figure out what Danny's problem was with the dog. So it says, the dog knocked Danny over when they went outside to play. If Danny took her walking, she always ran away. Now, one thing that I noticed when I read this page is that there are two different problems that Danny has with this dog. The first is that the dog knocked Danny over when they went outside to play. And then, reading the next sentence, it says that if Danny took her walking, she always ran away. So, even though Danny clearly has more than one problem, we don't have to put all of the information in our chart. Sometimes a chart has some information and not all of the information. So our first animal that Danny had as a pet is a dog. So under where it says pets, we're going to write the word dog. D-O-G. And even though I see that there are two problems that are listed on this page, or two problems that are written on this page, I'm going to pick one. And the problem that I'm going to pick is she always ran away. The dog always ran away. So we're going to write she always ran away. I'm going to use a capital S because this is a whole brand new sentence. She always ran away. And then after I'm done with that, make sure I have my period. Boom. After I'm done writing what problem I had for the dog, I'm going to put a line underneath so that everyone knows that this problem matches with this pet. And when we move on to our next pet, this line tells us that this next pet has a different problem. What was the next pet? What was the second pet that Danny was given? So first he was given a dog. Then he was given a... Who remembers while I pull it up? Oh no, I just need this. The next animal he was given was a kitten. I wonder if my friends got it right. So we're going to write the word kitten on this side. And I can't remember what the problem was that Danny had with the kitten, so I'm going to reread page 12 and see if I can figure it out. So it says here, the kitten was cuddly, but it made Danny sneeze. Oh, it made him sneeze. That's a problem. I'm going to highlight that. It made Danny sneeze. And he always had to get it down from trees. So I think that's another problem. He always had to get it down from trees. So now that we know the two problems that Danny had with the kitten, we can pick one that we want to put in our chart. And I'm going to put in my chart that it made Danny sneeze. That's the problem that I'm going to write. And now because this is a new sentence, I have to remember to put a capital letter. It made Danny sneeze. It made Danny sneeze. And then I'm going to put a line under it so that I know that I'm not talking about the kitten in this chart anymore. So if we look at our chart and we review the information or look at all of the things that the chart is telling us, we can see in green that all of the pets are listed on one side and all of the problems are listed on the other. And when we look at a chart, we go across and we can figure out directly what was one of the problems that Danny had with each of those pets. Now, I'm not going to do the next two with you, but I do want you to look at what the next two are and to fill in the chart with what that pet is and what that problem is. So first, Danny was given a pet dog, and he had the problem that she always ran away. Then he was given a pet kitten, and his problem was it made Danny sneeze. And then he was given a pet rat. He was given a pet rat. So with your teacher, look at pages 16 and 17 and reread and figure out what was Danny's problem with the rat. And then finally, the last one that we're going to do in this, that I want you guys to do in this chart is he was given a pet bird. And so with your teacher, look at pages 20 and 21 and figure out what you want to put in your chart about what his problem was with the pet bird. Oh yeah. Happy organizing, friends.